Hello, fellow wealth builders. This is TJ from TJTrue.com, and I'm here to talk to you about a little thing called Black Generational Wealth and the ways that you can get it and some of the ways that I can get it. Most notably, what I'm doing right now in 2021 to help me build generational wealth. Now, generational wealth, like a lot of people think that it's money, hoarding money and then leaving it to your kids. And that is part of it. You can hoard money and leave it to your kids. Uh, but there's more to it. You know what I mean? Generational wealth is not just about the cash flow, it's about assets. It's about things that your children can use to get ahead. And for me, I'm not planning on having any children, so I'm leaving everything to my nieces and nephews because they need it. We have a large family, and a lot of people don't have the resources and funds to get everyone where they need to be. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Edit. Anyway, point of the matter is that generational wealth is something that you don't need to be consumed with unless you're like me, but that you do need to be thinking and focusing and planning on. Now, one of the ways, and I've been working on this for about 2 years now, and I've really amped it up in 2021. One of the ways that I get generational wealth is through passive income sources. I have several websites. I have a drop shipping website. I have I actually run a digital marketing business, but I'm not going to put that into the passive income source because it's definitely not passive. It takes a lot of work. So my main website, which is tjtrue.com, I get paid several ways through there. Number one, I get paid for the amount of people who come to my website because I have Google ads on there. There's also other places like Mediavine and Media.net that put ads on your website, and the people who come to your website, they can click on on the ads on your website, and you can get paid a certain amount for that. And there's also the RPM, the every 1,000 people come to your website, you'll get a certain amount of money as well. I also sell digital products on my website. I also have digital courses, and I also am an affiliate marketer for other products and services and companies that I actually believe in. So I get paid whenever I refer people to those companies. I also have Amazon Associates, which is affiliate marketing for Amazon. So anytime someone comes to my website and they click on a link that is an Amazon link, they can buy the product that is recommended to them, or they can buy any product, and I will get a small percentage of that proceeds sent to me. and and all of these things don't start off as like everything is a building block. The foundation you lay tomorrow is going to be the wealth that you have. Well, the foundation you lay today is going to be the wealth that you have tomorrow. I don't know why I said it like that. But more importantly, what I came here to talk about today is what I'm doing in 2021 in addition to the other things. Because right now I have 5 sources of passive income. And the goal in the next 5 years, I am big on 5 year planning. If you know anything about me, then you know that I have a plan for the next 5 years that I update and recreate every month or year or whenever it suits me. Because anytime you're working towards a plan, every step that you're taking, you are taking in the direction of where you want to be. And if you don't have a plan, you're just standing stagnant or you are wandering around with no clear definition of the future. So I like to plan things out in intricate levels and then take every step. Even if I only take one step that day, I'm taking a step towards my goal. So what I'm doing is putting books up on Amazon for sale. That is a source of passive income that I not only enjoy, but it is profitable, and the amount of work that it takes in doing what I'm doing is not as it's more cost effective than even my digital marketing business, which I can work my fingers to the bone to make thousands of dollars, or I can do what I'm doing to make thousands of dollars. And let me show you what I'm doing. So, sorry. What I'm doing is this is my list of books that I've made uh, recently on, and you'll see the different names that I have because I have several names that I publish books under on Amazon. So you have my audiobook narration project tracker, which I made because one of the most popular pages on my website is how to make $100,000 by reading aloud. It is basically about starting a career as a uh, audiobook narrator or voice actor or whatever, that kind of thing. And one of the things that I did was I made this tracker so that people can track their projects and their plans for that specific niche. Then I have my letters to my teenage daughter, letters to my teenage son, letters to my teenage daughter, different version, letters to my friend, letters to my son, letters to my little girl. And those books are journal books. Basically, you would buy that book, like say Letters to My Little Girl, if you are pregnant with a daughter or you have a small child and you want them to have a keepsake memorial of your thoughts and feelings, wishes, lessons, things that you want to teach to them, then you would buy that book and you would fill it in. Now it's going to be years before they learn how to read, you know what I mean? So you have plenty of time, and the books have, those two books particularly have 120 pages in them. So you could write them a letter every day for 120 days, or every time there was a good memory or a lesson that you thought of that you wanted to learn. And the reason why I came up with that is because my mother died, and every year on her birthday, I think about her, and every time I'm going through a life struggle, I think about her, and I wonder what would she have done or what would she have told me. And basically, these are things that help keep memories alive and lessons and thoughts and ideas and concepts, things that could be passed down. That is a series. It's an actual ongoing series that I have 10 more books that I'm going to be adding to it. But that is that. Then I have the Wiccan Journal with prompts for people who are starting their journey through through Wicca and witchcraft. And then I have my KDP book tracker, where I created a book so that people could keep track of the books that they have, the type of optimizations that they need to put in. Then, of course, I have my 5-year life plan tracker template. And then I have my angel numbers and numerology tracker, raspberries and seaweed, sparks, and then my So Mote Be Wiccan series. And then, of course, Bible study and prayer journals, an anti anxiety workbook, which is hundreds and hundreds of pages. And that is not a that's not a journal like the other ones. It is a actual book with 101 tips for coping with anxiety, which if you're like me, then you know all about. Guitar tab, I'm going to have to redo that cover, prayer journal. My most important book, which is the 2021 Guide to Black Generational Wealth, and then, of course, the 2020 Guide to Black Generational Wealth. Now, all of these books are priced differently. You'll see that the 2020 guide is $17, 2021 guide is $27. My journals are between $6 and $9. Coping Refined is $17. Some of them are in ebook form, but all of these books that I have put up on Amazon as a platform are all books that I researched ahead of time. I created them the best of my ability, and now when they make sales, that's just passive income into as long as the internet and Amazon exists. These are things that make me money every single month, and I am going to be putting out a much larger scale of books. The goal is to have, for me, 2,000 books up by the end of the next 2 years. And I know that sounds like a crazy goal, but hear me out. 2,000 books, even if you only sold one book a month, with the amount of profit that you're getting, if you only sold one book of each type, or even if you only sold half of the amount of books you have up twice a month, that is more than enough money to invest in whatever else you want to do. Now, I could go on and on, but basically, my entire goal was to inform you of a new and different way to make a passive income. These are not books that I spent months and weeks creating. These are books that I created one day. One day, because basically creating the interior is depending on what you're doing. If you're making a journal, then it might just be as simple as line pages, and I like to personalize them with like images or drawings or sketches or something attractive to make the books look nice. I like to have book covers that are nice. That's most important. And then as the digital marketer in me, make sure that the titles and the subtitles and the keywords involved are things that are searched but with low competition. And that is what I came here to talk to you about today is Amazon KDP, another form of passive income and one that I am creating. It is like I've been making money with Amazon KDP, but now that I am at a level to where I'm creating my next passive income source, that is the one that I'm focusing on. So I wanted to bring that to your attention because it is important that we have something that even if you lost your job, case in point, we have this pandemic and we're trying to figure out where do we go from here. A lot of people lost their jobs. And then I'm all over Reddit and Quora and Facebook and Instagram. We see people really struggling. And a lot of people did start businesses, but a lot of the times people can't start businesses because of the amount of money that it takes to create the business by itself. Um, if you have an internet connection, you can create a journal. If you have the mind to learn how to get these things going, then you can create a passive income source. And that is what I want and hope for each and every single one of you is to get where you're wanting to go. You know what I mean? And make it happen.